The text came at 2:17 a.m. Your basement, now. Your son, no name, no number. The kind of message that turns blood into ice before you even finish reading it. I was home within 12 minutes. My hands were shaking, but the steering wheel never moved. Years of deployment discipline, fear locked behind calm breathing. The house was dark. Only the porch light hummed, flickering like it knew something. Inside, she was standing by the basement door, my wife. Her brother beside her, shoulders tense. They'd been waiting. "Don't go down there," she said. Her voice cracked, but her eyes, they were too steady. "Please, you can't handle it." He pressed his palm against the door like he'd done it before. I could still hear the faint sound below, something between a whimper and a scrape. "What did you do?" I asked. She cried then, a practiced cry, heavy but hollow. "They forced us to participate. Please, just call the police instead." I didn't. I shoved them both aside. The door slammed open. The light switch clicked, and for a moment I wished it hadn't. There are moments that don't leave you, not because they're painful, but because they rearrange who you are. What I saw that night didn't make sense at first. My son sitting on the concrete floor, his eyes open, his wrists tied with rope too clean to be improvised. A bruise like a brand on his cheek. He didn't cry, he just whispered, "You came back early." I untied him. I held him. His body felt weightless, as if fear had already taken everything solid from him. She stood behind me, saying nothing now. Her brother avoided my eyes. It took only one sentence to make the air vanish. It wasn't supposed to go this far. Not an apology. A confession with a time limit. That night I didn't yell, didn't strike, didn't demand an explanation. I just carried my son upstairs, tucked him into bed, and watched the hallway through the reflection in the window. Every time the floor creaked, I remembered that message. Your basement, now. Someone wanted me to see, and they'd made sure I couldn't unsee it. The next morning I moved like a ghost inside my own house. Made breakfast, packed lunches, said nothing. She pretended to sleep until I left. Her brother was gone before sunrise. I called the bank first, then the military payroll office. Both confirmed what I already suspected. My checks had been cashed monthly, just not by me. The neighbor across the street told me everyone thought I'd remarried overseas. She said, "You stopped calling," he'd added, apologetic. "We figured you'd moved on." I watched her that evening from the kitchen window as she watered the garden, barefoot, humming. A woman rehearsing innocence. Over the next few days I started collecting pieces. A phone bill. A message thread she didn't know was backed up to the cloud. Photographs in a folder named Work Receipts. Every image was a betrayal frozen in digital amber. Her, him, and the same man who had pressed his hand against that basement door. The hardest part wasn't the proof. It was how calm I felt holding it. Something inside me had gone quiet, a kind of quiet that doesn't break. When the truth arrived, it was printed on plain white paper. Bank statements, phone records, timestamps. I slid them across the table during dinner. No words. She stared at them for a long time, her fork still in her hand. Then she laughed once, sharp and nervous. "You're back 2 months early," she said. "You weren't supposed to—" "I know," I said. That was all. The silence that followed was heavier than any argument. The sound of realization is quieter than guilt. It's the sound of breath stopping mid-sentence. Her eyes moved from the papers to me, searching for anger. There was none left to find. "Please," she whispered, "it wasn't like that." I watched her crumble, slow and graceless. Her words didn't matter anymore. The truth already lived in the room, and it was louder than anything she could say. The next day I went to the bank and closed every joint account. Then to the school, where I filed for custody under emergency review. No shouting, no threats, just signatures and quiet clarity. That night I came home, packed my son's clothes, his favorite toy, and the photo of us fishing when he was 5. She followed me to the driveway, begging, "Please, we can fix this." I stopped, turned once. "You already did," I said. Then I handed her a manila envelope. Inside was a single photograph, the one from the basement. Her face drained as she looked at it. She understood what it meant, proof of everything she'd tried to bury. I didn't wait for her reaction. Some truths don't need witnesses. We drove through the night. My son slept in the back seat, his small hand still bandaged. The road stretched empty, endless. For the first time in months, I could breathe. I wasn't angry anymore. Anger needs energy. All I had left was precision. I stopped at a rest area before dawn, looked at the horizon, and realized something simple. Justice isn't loud. It's the sound of a locked door opening, of truth finding daylight. And when the light hits it, it never hides again.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.